top lane somehow, or this could be a very one-sided game.
Yeah, and dominating and steamrolling any kind of lane on the side of Damwon is going to be difficult, I would say, as I'm very curious to see, again, the jungle matchup. I think we get the champions that open it up and make it possible for a lot of fun, a lot of skirmishing, a lot of outplays, I would say. And Kenyon's gonna kind of have his rule of the map here on the Italy, so excited for that. Rich gets his Aatrox, which is another, obviously key pick on the side of Nongshim. Maybe he can finally look to get ahead in one of these lanes. So far, he hasn't been looking super good, usually getting behind and then showing up in the team fights, but we're going to jump onto the map for game number 1 right away. Nongshim versus Damwon.
Some of the team fights are going to operate very differently, but still important to note. I mean, these patterns that we do see, as this Gromp is just wants to be loved by somebody.
Someone please be my friend. Oh, Khan is getting engaged to Khan in a big way. And Kenyon is still able to get the smite off and win that smite fight, essentially.
They get pretty even, which feels like that's the way you want it to be if you're Damwon. And Rich rotating in now. This is going to be the big Herald fight I was talking about. They're trying to force.
Yeah, you see Rich and Peanut pretty far ahead of Bay and Kellen, who have gotten pushed out by now. Rich kind of going in by himself, has to flash away. That will be the Rift Herald going the way of Damwon, as now Flash is coming out from Khan, wants to get away, but Meganar is coming in. And we have the 80 carries joining up just yet. No committal just yet, but you can see Khan, he's about to hit that Meganar, is going to pop Rich into the wall and pick up first blood. No flash available on him. In comes Beryl and gets the two of them in a taunt. He will die for it, but they extend even farther and pick up yet another kill as Damwon say this map and this Herald is
Ghost
out.
At this point. Ghost is getting a lot of pressure here in the lane, but fortunately, I'll hold that thought.
Yeah, and Galio just with the Aftershock going to avoid a lot of that damage, but he's not really able to get under the turret for a long time. But still, Lilia pretty weak here. Ghost getting in there looking for that last shot and actually does chunk him down. Going back in is Beryl, and he's actually going to survive. Fantastic play. Not just trying to run away, actually trying to set up the kill and also survive at the same time. And this
play either the Pantheon or when he's playing this Galio, it just reminds me of Doa, man. Bloodthirsty supports. This is the kind of play that he'd love to see. And look at this. I mean, he's, like you said, he's not under turret range for a little while here, so they do a ton of free damage, and obviously Peanut's damage output over time is insanely high, but he's very squishy, has to get over the wall there, and Beryl just re-engages in with the punch, has the taunt, and now Showmaker is here. Bay was pushed in, so couldn't actually come over quite as fast.
Better play by Beryl because he also avoided the damage by the swipe from the Samira, and so it's even cooler. So this is what happened here.
Yeah, Peanut.
You want to break that down for us? They've been in that brush. The Observer was showing there's a ward that actually spotted them, I believe, and we note. Yeah, take a look. Showmaker's checking the brushes. Like, he knows someone is around, and even Ghost was down here. He backed underneath the turret because he knew. And here we go. They're going to try to engage now. Maybe the sleep onto Canyon. Here it comes, but Galio immediately just ults on in. Nice engage here from Kellen. The Unbreakable Will comes, and he's just running away. Into the backline goes Showmaker, and Kellen is just going to get that back massage that we always see from the Lucian. There's another kill going the way of Canyon this time. And now they're just hostages under the turret, it seems.
The back massage killed me.
John's gotta be careful. Yeah, I think he might actually just die. He's gonna be chased down here. He's very fast on the Gnar, and actually he's trading back some damage nicely, but Kellen here looking to dive the turret. Should be a pretty nice alley-oop over to the Lilia as they do pick up the... It's like, guys, by the way, Showmaker's down in the bottom lane. Oh, okay, nice little sleep in mid-Meganar. Pop in, he's gonna have to Stridebreaker out of that one. Canyon getting burst down. Has to Zhonya's, but there's no hope for him, even with the flash over the wall. And this is a pretty broken up fight. Showmaker still very fed, but now it's 5-on-3, as finally Ghost is gonna enter, but maybe it's a little bit too little too late. Nongshim find their opportunity. I could probably just run away from this one.
Ghost is like in mid side laning. Meanwhile, he's not even close to this. They just know they had such good vision control. He gets a few extra waves and pushes in, and Khan escapes no problem. Now they're gonna engage.
Okay, not sure if they should stick around on this one. A double stun comes in, and there is the Kaisa. Immediately follows up, and even Khan's just chipping away at Rich here. The flash comes in from Showmaker as if he needed any more kills. Gonna be popping up that KDA here tonight for sure, as they all have to dodge the spear. And an easy Zhonya's does come in. No more ultimate here for the Kaisa, but a spear to the back for the Zoe is pretty unfortunate for her. Rich also will go down, and that is 3 kills to the side of Damwon Kia.
For pretty quick clear, you can see it in the live feed as we are going to see Khan look for the double stun here. I think that was probably the wrong play for Nongshim to try to cut him off of the fight there, because obviously in Mega Gnar he's going to be able to get the double stun. But
what is Kellen doing?
Okay.
I think they're a little bit tilted at this point. They should not be going in onto this one. Damwon so far ahead. I suppose they said, well, this is going to be our best chance before they go back and use all of their gold that they just got from the last team fight. But it's 1 by 1. They march in to their doom, and that is an ace here. It's like, okay, well, you're going to have a worse time there. And they just took damage from the Baron. So either you're choosing to fight at the Baron or you're choosing to fight under Nexus turrets, and I guess they wanted to be proactive. But again, it was wasn't the most well-played fight either.
The timing didn't work out, you know? It's sad times.
Bay at least is going to land the sleep, but we're kind of playing tutorial mode where all of the... You got to kill all the turrets and everything. A huge taunt onto 3 people in the front line, and Damwon Kia just going to steamroll through Nongshim here as they push on with their Baron buff. And will look to pump up Showmaker's KDA even more, as that is the only thing that matters right now. Another big spear into Bay. He's got about no health, and he will just be, well, taken out. And that's going to do it for game number 1, a 20,000 gold lead at the end. And one of our most one-sided games that we've had so far. Facts here, as, yeah, almost 20,000 gold difference, but Khan had to give some gold back there at the end.
Yeah. I mean, the damage output for Showmaker is pretty insane throughout this game. Some few back massages given, domination in the mid lane, the solo kill we saw onto Bay. He controlled things. You guys might saw me type in there for a second. I just
We're kicking off the final day of the first week of the LCK with the rematch of Casper Cup Finals, Nongshim versus Damwon Kia. And today we'll be joined by Pittori and Kuro for the analyst desk. This is their 3rd match so far, and Damwon was able to stop the opponents even with better performance than the last time. Nongshim took away Zoe from Damwon Kia, but Showmaker answered back with Lucian. So as a former mid laner, I want to talk a lot about their matchup. Damwon Kia was able to show the typical mid-carry game, and they showcased why the lane priority matters so much in this game. So other than the jungler, Damwon Kia, everyone was able to get the later pick. Kaisa came in after Samira, Galio came in after Alistar, and Gnar after Aatrox. So Damwon Kia was able to get the stronger lane champions, and everyone indeed had lane priority in the game as well. And Lilia doesn't really have too much of a pressure in the early game, so we want to praise the draft from Damwon Kia. And this kind of draft difference actually connected to the execution in game. Then let's take a look how Damwon Kia started off in a lead, with a lead. So we want to go back to the Damwon Kia versus T1 matchup. Well, Showmaker locked in a very confident Yone pick, but he was not able to win lane. up against Azir, but this time around, Nidalee and Lilia both full cleared 6 camps with the help of the bottom duos, and we had a very stable game. So now it was the timing for the scuttle, and we can see every lane had lane priority. Even Kai'Sa and Galio was exerting a lot of pressure up against Samira. So Kenyan was able to pick up that left-hand side or the top side scuttle, but Lilia rotates down to the bottom lane. So Lilia was using her sweeper to detect if there's any ward, but that smart ward location actually provided so many information over to Damwon Kia. So Kenyan was able to double scuttle, and Beryl and Ghost was well aware that the opponents are camping around here. When laners have this much of a pressure, they can actually rotate up and pick up the scuttle as well. Because they saw where Lilia was earlier, they once again used the sweeper to find exactly where she was, and I think Damwon Kia made the best decision possible, even if Galio was first to use his flash. We had the best Nidalee play and rotation possible of the early game. 농심 was not able to have control of the game, so they were hasting a little bit as the game went on. So they were trying to contest for this Herald, but let's take a look at the minimap over here. They had a very well vision around the opponent's blue buff side, so maybe they could have just rotated for the Dragon and just not contest for Herald. And let's take a look at the level difference between Galio and Alistar as well. And earlier to this Herald, Aatrox also had to use his teleport because of the drum fight that happened between the top side players. Damwon Kia was really smart with this Herald setup, but there was not big reason for 농심 to take this fight. And that decision was not the best one possible, so Damwon was able to easily pick up the Herald and also win the following team fight. Their level discrepancy, their item discrepancy was too big to 농심 to actually just take the fight that Damwon was trying to open. And as a result, we started to see bigger jungle difference in this game. Damwon Kia was able to continue their dominance here on the Rift. Now it's time to check out the player of the game, and it's gonna be Showmaker. Clean scoreboard here. And because 농심 didn't want to let him play Zoe, they took it away, but he had his Lucian ready. This is his third Lucian game here in the LCK so far, but he was able to just dance around the map. And one of those Lucian games was up against Kuro, FYI. But Kuro wants to claim that he did win CS in the early game. Well, he did lose the lane, but he was ahead in CS. But we know, so we all know how kind of intimidating this pick is when Showmaker gets to pilot this champion. And Showmaker, he just knows how to get the lane priority on any pick he gets. Some people say there are some limits on Lucian, but this game was so clean. And also, we are focusing more on the AP jungle champions and also AD mid lane champion that can pair up with the mage champion in the jungles, and the Lucian seems to be a very nice answer. Showmaker picked up 6 votes out of 9, and now it's time to move on to game number 2 between 농심 Red Force and Damwon Kia. And back to our casters. Thank you.